Hi, I'm Ben Quiggle, editor of Woodall's Campground Magazine, and this is another episode of Supplier Showcase. And I'm with Tom Felgar and Amber Simpson of Martrek Digital. And I believe, Amber, you're the founder of the company, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
I am the owner and the head of strategy at Martrek Digital.
Okay. And how long has the business been around, I guess?
This is our fourth year. We were founded in 2021.
All right. And Tom was telling me before the show that you do some camping, I guess. So what do you like
Yeah.
RV or do you live in an RV?
So we have a 32-foot travel
Okay.
trailer, and my three kids, husband, and I are on the road about 8 weeks a year. So basically all of summer, Day to Labor Day, but we also do some fall camping, and we even camped in the winter at COE this year. So
Wow.
we are really growing our camping game.
Yeah. Are you guys ever going to do full time? Are you ever going to?
That would be the ultimate dream.
Yeah.
We have little kids right now, so figuring out the school side of it is probably our one barrier to entry. But that would be awesome if we could do that.
Yeah. That would be awesome. So you started Martrek Digital, and it's a marketing. You guys do digital marketing, social media stuff, SEO. I guess just explain a little bit about everything that you guys do for campgrounds.
Sure, we're a full service digital marketing agency focusing on the outdoor hospitality industry. And our plug is that we are your ideal customers because we're campers and we really understand what the industry needs because we're living it and breathing it every day, using these websites, going to the social media pages. So we have a deep understanding of the needs of this business. And so we supply everything from custom made and templated websites to full service digital marketing support. So we can actually act as your fractional marketing team and come in and run it for you, or we can help you build your strategy on these digital marketing channels. Everything from SEO to paid advertising to organic social media to blogs to content on your website, we can really manage it all.
And so we're scrolling through your website. It looks like you have a couple different packages here. So you have different levels of services that you could provide to campgrounds.
Yes, we have out of the box packages that our campground and RV park owners can choose from, or we can custom design a package if you come on here and feel like it doesn't have everything you need or you want to pick and choose the service model. And then we do have the set templated packages for full service website design. So we specialize in WordPress and we can build these pretty quickly from these templates. And Tom does a really great job of modeling each of these to the customized business that we're servicing.
Yeah, and you guys also, you guys also you do the digital stuff, you do marketing, and you also help a little bit with the social media. I guess what's the social media stuff like? What do you guys do on that end for parks?
So it really ranges where the campground or the RV resort are in their social media presence. So for some of our clients, we're starting them for the first time, or they're only on one channel, they're only on Facebook, and they want to grow YouTube or they want to add Instagram to their model. So we can help strategize that. We can also build out the presence for some of our clients right now. We're regularly posting on their behalf on their channels. And for some of our clients, we're helping build a content calendar and a strategy so they can do it on their own, really modeled around what events and custom deals they have or pricing models or whatever their goals are. And then a lot of the times, if we're helping build a full content strategy and tell the story of that full campground, a lot of that will roll into blog posts if they do that, or a monthly newsletter if they're emailing their clients, or even building new pages on their website to reflect some of these things that we're talking about on their organic social media channels. And then some campgrounds are investing in paid advertising, and we'll make sure whatever we're running for paid advertising is being complemented on their organic social media channels.
Definitely. So what are some of the things that you hear from park? When park owners call, what are some of the biggest things that they need help with? I guess.
I think a lot of the times they don't know what they need help with, is what we're seeing a lot is they are really wanting the ultimate goal is to book more campsites. They're either struggling or they have a 40% or a 50% fill rate at their campground and they really need a strategy to make sure that those campsites are full. We also have the opposite end where we have some new investors that are coming in and buying new campgrounds and they really need to revitalize the current operational structure of the business and get new clients and build awareness because they're changing the model of the campground. We've seen some people really switch the model from mostly full time
Mhm.
people to more transient sites. And what Tom and I have really focused on for that is showing the ROI or the return on the investment for our campground owners. Tom helped build what we call our transient calculator, site calculator on our website, which is a free resource where our clients or people that are just interested in Martrek Digital can come in and fill that out custom to what their campground status is. So how many sites they have open, what the average cost of that campsite is, and how many days or months they're open per year. And they can really see what they're missing out on for that campground, how much money they're losing with those sites not being full. And what we're really trying to show them is that we can help fix that and close that gap so that they're not losing out on that income for their business.
And I mean, you guys have a ton of resources on the website. I think we're scrolling through. You guys have some like checklists. You got an SEO checklist, some guides, various different just books, I guess, here that you guys have created.
Yeah, and there's
Yeah.
that transient site
Yep.
calculator that I was just talking about. So we really are trying to build our resource library for our
Okay.
clients and for potential clients so they can come in here and plug and play and do some of the stuff on their own if they want to and learn more about digital marketing strategies if that's not their wheelhouse. And then we can always step in and help close the gap for them if they are feeling like this is beyond their skill limit or they don't have somebody on staff that can fill that need for them.
I guess, I imagine you must be getting a lot of questions on AI, I guess. How is that impacting what you do, I guess?
I'll let Tom talk a little bit about that because
Okay.
he's really our guru on SEO and AI.
Yeah, so a lot of people have questions about AI as it pertains to SEO.
Yeah.
To this point, we haven't seen a ton of actual raw data that shows it's disrupting the flow of search. So if people are searching for your campground, the results of the local search are still showing above AI typically. What AI typically is more targeted towards are what are called long tail global search terms. So that's a funny way of saying something like what is a good place to go camping.
Yeah.
That might be, or what are some good attractions that I might want to go camp near. It might say like Yosemite or Lake Michigan or something like that, and AI would spit that out. But if people are searching for a localized term, they're still likely to find your business near the top of the search page. AI also is, it's great to be leveraged as a tool. So I think we oftentimes look at it as something that, might be scary, might disrupt the way that we do business. Things like Chat GPT or Claude or Gemini, things like that are actually revolutionizing the way that people can work, and work smarter, not harder, to get more done in a quality way. So I'm a proponent actually, and Amber does all of our blog writing, and she doesn't touch AI for it, but I see a place for it where you can use AI to outline things, to go in and clean up things. I think Grammarly is like one of the earliest forms of an AI adjacent technology that helps people like me who can't really write very well and don't really know grammar to make it look like I'm somewhat intelligible when I write something out. So using tools like that can really help boost a business. So we look at it from two sides of things. We're preparing for the eventuality that it may in some way disrupt business, and really how do we coexist with that? And then on the other side, how do we leverage these technologies to help campgrounds bring in more people to their sites.
We talked a lot about in February AI specifically for tools that campground owners and RV resorts can use to implement to make their lives easier, and things like chatbots and pricing models, and even the devices that they've developed that can check the status of machines on property, like sump pumps and alarms and things like that. So there are some really cool AI powered things that are very tactical for use for RV park and campground owners. And we're doing our best to make sure that they are aware of that, and that they are things and tools that are practical for outdoor hospitality and can actually help them manage their customer experience on site and create less work from them in the long run. And those things like chatbots, which we do build custom on our websites that we roll out for our clients, are really game changers for a lot of that customer service model, especially in the busy summer months when it's really, really hard for them.
Do you feel like more campground owners are getting more receptive to those types of tools? I know, it seemed like 6-7 years ago, campground owners were even just hesitant to move to like a reservation software platform. Do you feel like they're getting more comfortable with AI chatbots and things like that?
I think when they understand the translation and we help describe to them in real practical terms what it means, then it's easier for them to comprehend. I think just saying AI chatbots can be really confusing, and people don't really understand what that is, and they don't want to take away from their personal experience that they're able to front and center provide for their campers. But when we're hearing from them, like, we're so busy, somebody's calling off the hook, we can't manage the phones, we need to go fix the broken toilet paper roll in cabin B, but then the phones start ringing, and then it's been 6 hours and we realize we haven't gone over there and done that because it's our peak season and we're just not able to get out of the front desk. I think when they hear those examples and they're understanding the practicality that some of those phone calls could have been managed by an AI chatbot on their website or on somebody's phone through a marketing automation system, then that really changes the understanding and the real-time usage for them.
Yeah. So Martrek Digital's been around for about 4 years. Have you noticed that business, as business continually moved up, have you noticed, is there plenty of business in the market, I guess?
I think there's been a big shift in the last 2 years for a lot of the long-time owners getting ready to retire. That might have been some of the resistance from a digital marketing perspective. We're seeing so many new people enter the industry, everywhere from younger millennial generation people starting their own campgrounds from scratch to children inheriting the business and taking over, and then investors coming in and buying. And I think that is giving more leverage to our business model and deeper understanding of the value of online presence and reservation systems. So I think even since 2022, we've seen a big shift in that, which is great for us.
Well, that's awesome. Well, how do people learn more about Martrek Digital, I guess? How do they get in touch?
So we're on Instagram and Facebook at Martrek Digital for both.
Okay.
We also have our website, martrekdigital.com. There is a contact us button on there that you can utilize and fill out a form if you're interested in chatting with us. Otherwise, please feel free to go check out all of the free resources we have, from our blog page to our resource page, and then our services page that really goes through our business model and what we offer for our clients.
All right. Well, that's great. And maybe people will see you out and about RVing and camping this summer.
Yeah.
So
we hope to spend a lot of time this summer.
Well, thank you guys for coming on, and thank you everyone for watching.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ben.